the show could last a little longer.
What's up, doggos? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction that's currently in the midst of being intruded by a very angry shroom bird. Today we are tackling... Okay, the music's actually very distracting. I need to get out of here. So, today we are going to be doing the kind, gentle soul Nilou story quest. Lotos Somno, Chapter Act 1. The warm rhythm of the streets. Go to Grand Bazaar to prepare your supplies for adventure. You and Paimon come to the Grand Bazaar. Kind of peculiar that we would just randomly assist Nilou in during our very intense planning of how we're going to take down the Akademiya and Scaramouche's Gigachad mech, Gundam mech, Scaramouche and the friend XX mech. Hey, hello. How you doing?
Traveler and Paimon,
are you here for some shopping too?
That's right.
For fabric?
The Sub-Zero's festival turned out to be a grand success, and so the theater wants to host a celebration event. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review.
Yeah, sure.
But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures.
There's, I think the first one. There's the first Lantern Rite. And then Windbloom. Oh, there was the Wine Lazen Fest we just did recently. The Uridori Festival.
Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
That's a very Paimon question.
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Paimon sold when you started saying eating.
So we'll need to bring a present.
Don't tell me you were planning to freeload. Into gift box you go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
Well, technically, if we believe in the using extensive power causes you to shrink / de-age, as like, you know, a powerful being. You already did that. You did that to us already. As the unknown god. That's just a theory. A Genshin theory. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that was a Sino-tier joke. I'm so sorry. Hey, look, the last time the slime cake worked pretty well. Let's do that again. Pity Dunyarzad can also be here.
Yeah. But for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up.
I hope we see her in Act 5 again, to be honest.
Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all.
Hey, if you didn't figure it out that fast, we would have lost Dunyarzad. I'm just saying.
Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Hell yeah.
Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff.
Did you buy all of this, Nilou?
Antiquities?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
That's way too many freebies. Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time.
Oh, you're popular. No problemo. With our +3 stat strength that we got from the knowledge capsule, we can handle anything now.
So this isn't even all of it?
Let me help you.
Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
To the wise.
Oh, well if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
I'd say 3. Paimon has a big appetite.
This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, her super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler, she introduced Paimon correctly!
For once, jeez. For once it's not a floaty thing, white something. Truly a most rare occurrence. She just introduced you as you are, Paimon.
Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious Tahchin?
Is that the dish? Yeah, that's gotta be the dish where it's like rice cake on the outside, but it gets stuffed with like meat? I've never heard of such a dish before. But hey.
What a fantastic idea!
Yeah.
Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently?
Tahchin is an Iranian rice dish, primarily consisting of rice, yogurt, saffron, eggs, and finally berries are sprinkled on top. Some versions of the dish are more elaborate, folding in chicken fillets, vegetable, fish, or red meat.
Tahchin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape.
Oh.
Mr. Jute adds special spices into his.
It is the elaborate version.
Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
Hey, you know, I've never tried it, you know. If I ever go to Iran one day, if I ever get to try on that dish one day, sure, you know, I'll give it a whirl.
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Everyone enjoys piping hot Tahchin together.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
Typical Paimon. This is such a peculiar decision to like bake it into the shape of a cake. It's almost like the equivalent of, say, like a pot pie.
Feel free to come back anytime. Off with ya. Don't think Sorin and Abi will be able to hold out for much longer for that Tahchin.
She's gonna get even more free stuff.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jute said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilou, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
I'm just imagining this scenario where it's like Nilou solved that issue by going full-on Disney princess.
It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho, have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Hey, you know, I can buy some of those fabric and actually give Lumine a different outfit that could fit the region that she's currently in. You know, Mihoyo.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
Yes, I will buy it.
Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Vendors shouldn't use manipulative tactics.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store.
Holy!
Are you alright holding on to that witch store? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? She must be tired.
Yeah. Why don't you?
If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than even a sumpter beast?
The fruits, textiles, 3 crates of pottery.
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show
my-
it to you.
Okay.
Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Flower wreath.
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
Yeah, that's a nice one,
That
actually.
is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Does it have a Paimon size? Ah. I mean, you look wonderful.
Perfectly.
You too, Nilou.
They're so pretty. Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Come on, Paimon needs some.
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some.
Oh, good.
Great! Please and thank you.
Weren't you going to help out? After all the free food and materials.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra.
Wow.
Although I may
Well.
not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular.
Oh, do you now?
Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
Like how, though?
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
Paimon actually help?
Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon, Jesus.
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Oh, about time, Paimon. About time you actually helped out a little.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away.
Yeah.
That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater.
You sure you don't need any help?
Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Alrighty.
Prop check complete. All that's left is to discuss some dates with Raykar. Oh yeah, Farhad is coming. Maybe I should hide the key props.
It's finally over. I'm saved. Oh, sorry. I was just letting off some steam because I'm so relieved. Please don't tell Mr. Zubair.
What's this? Yarn? Oh, she's sewing.
Hello.
Hi.
What?
Are we intruding?
Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
Relax, we're with Nilou.
Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction.
Inayah.
I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
Sorry to bother you. We won't disturb you then.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about?
Well, I don't like to be disturbed when I'm video editing too, so I get it. Kasani. It's got a monocle.
There.
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
You mean Paimon?
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special one.
What the hell is this guy?
How would you describe the concept of art?
Arts. Why are you asking that all of a sudden?
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
It is a tangible manifestation of human sentiments. It is an expression of our aesthetic ideals. I'd say this one.
So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional.
Alright, buddy.
Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource?
I'm about to get some philosophy dumped on me right now, bro. Like, goddamn.
I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art?
I don't know. To serve as an answer to your question?
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you.
I want anything that's basically aesthetically pleasing to the eye, right? Anything that's vibrant, colorful, dull, anything can be art, really.
To chance upon a spark of inspiration, I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Right.
Unparalleled splendor without peer. Maybe even worthy of being considered one of Sumeru's greatest treasures.
I think he's just a Nilou simp. Rekar.
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff.
Another prop simp.
Are you two also here for the celebration event?
Yes.
You got it!
My name is Rekar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
Yeah, I was wondering. Same as the kid they were mentioning.
They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event.
They're adorable. They're so lively.
Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them.
That's sweet.
There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Paimon.
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident.
Oh, that's
Material struggles
sad.
can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Yeah, I'd say it's a decent place to settle down and reflect on things.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done.
Hello,
I'll call
Director.
everyone over, and then we can start.
Everyone gathers together and the event finally starts. Participants, yada yada
Maybe we
yada.
really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange.
Well, Paimon, there you go. You can go sit down. You can go chill on the mat with all the other freebies.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job. And who would even like it?
Let us be the judge of that,
Don't
alright?
think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. Everyone, over here! Inayah has something great to tell you all.
Oh Lord Jesus, wait to put someone on the spot like that. Oh.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Just go with it. Just go with the
Take
flow.
it easy and relax. Deep breath, in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inayah was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
She looks really nervous. She's not very good at expressing herself.
But it looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
Inayah had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inayah!
Pipe down. The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Sharif. Oh.
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Akademiya. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
Oh. Are you shit? What? Why?
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Can you, go away? Everyone follows Sheikh Zubair to the space below the theater.
Since Zubair Theater has long
Bro's about to get
violated
jumped.
the Akademiya's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish
Oh,
it.
piss off.
As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Akademiya for further punishment.
Seriously?
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
That's a
Little
load of BS.
This is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr.
Well,
Zubair.
way to kill the mood, jackass. Like,
You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
if the theater actually gets demolished, many people would become displaced.
Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will, the answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What's Akademiya? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Akademiya's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change.
Yeah, you go, Inayah.
You've always
Tell
been
him.
awful, but even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more
Talk
time on
about
pointless arguments.
Bunch of hypocrites,
Wrap
though. Oh
everything
my
up.
god.
And make preparations to shut down at once.
Y'all the folks who's building a false god in your basement. You call us blind? Hello?
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with. They get more and more unreasonable with each passing day. I have to think of something.
Sorry. My father is always like that.
The carefree warmth of summer will always give way to the bleak futility of winter. Man is even more fickle than the seasons.
Why couldn't he just have a good faith discussion with us? There's always room for compromise.
Well, if there really was, then we wouldn't be in this predicament.
This just came out of nowhere. What'll happen next?
Beats me. Everyone else must also be at a loss.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
So it really has something to do with Inayah.
After Inayah ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them.
I think the scholars once told me that differences can be settled through a debate.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
We just need to prove that the theater's existence has value.
Oh, if we can prove to Inayah's father that the Akademiya's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater.
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher? Huh? Me?
Oh.
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Debates on arguments. You debate to prove that you are right.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
You'll be fine as long as you prepare. I'll do my best to help.
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. Alright, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Everyone gathers together after hearing Nilou's thoughts.
Trying to best the Akademiya in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No one will turn down a compelling underdog story.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the Akademiya that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with.
We've dealt with a lot of hard guys.
He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that, but you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings. But when all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inayah.
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
There's nothing in this world that is impossible. Success comes from hard work.
You're right, Inayah.
Have some faith in Nilou, alright?
We're up against the Akademiya. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether.
This might have something to do with Inayah.
Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. Nilou, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here.
You're becoming more and more like her.
Her?
Right?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer.
Oh.
But she's retired
Whoa,
now.
who's that?
If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Please do.
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inayah was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilou. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. I just felt like I didn't have the right to say anything. After all, Nilou was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight back. I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilou without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion, although I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy.
$1 million smile.
Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou, this guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours, and it is close to my own.
Okay.
The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the Akademiya can never understand.
You seem to have many stories of your own.
I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge.
But?
However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted.
One of her performances literally shifted this guy's entire worldview, that is.
Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Akademiya's orders to change our shows for a similar reason.
I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted.
Hey, you know, she's got her talents. And he's praising her a lot. Very supportive. Good lad.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the Akademiya. And that reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry, if the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and Abi will all...
Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
She has it in the bag. She's already a first-rate adventurer.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilou. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown out whatever Sharif says.
Okay, that is not... No. I like your enthusiasm, but that is not the right tactic.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you too.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Akademiya. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
This is an actual line in game. Oh my god. No shot did they shove that in here.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
An entire army.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
Abi, have you seen Miss Inayah?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inayah isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Could she have started arguing with her father again?
Oh no, Traveler, Paimon, I think I messed up big time. What if Inayah never planned to come back? What?
Calm down, please explain. Oh, is she like she thinks if she goes back, all of this would be resolved, and it's technically her fault that the thing is being demolished, so she's trading her place.
Knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
So even after we decided to go for the debate, she still couldn't bring herself to support it.
Mm-hmm. And then she just quietly left afterward.
She's too harsh on herself. No one should bear all the blame.
Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry.
Oh,
did you hear
Wishbone Tiger. I heard a voice. That Inayah.
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Inayah, you alright?
Thank you. sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No, I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
But everyone else is trying so hard.
Yeah, everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Listen to me, Inayah. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
You can't win a debate against the Akedemiya, especially since your opponent will be my father.
Why are you so sure of this?
My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius, but whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, "Why aren't you a genius?" Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality, but he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score.
If any Asian students were playing through this would be hitting a little close to home.
I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off, and that I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy.
But he said, nope, I thought you would get number 1.
I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him. I thought even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. Right? I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me. But he was more angry than ever before. Once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score, he flung my present to the side. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't 1st.
Figured.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate, because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes, as if the world revolves around him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you.
I understand now, Inayah. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
Oh, is it Oh! This again? It's gotta be Kasani's opinion.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
No, there should be something else that's more relevant.
This one?
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us. Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
I can't afford to lose anything more. We have to win. The
There we
debate
go.
will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with father.
That's right.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
All right, let's go.
You were great, Nilou! Your words won over Inayah! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
We haven't broken any rules. Lots of people are rooting for us.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it.
There's still one problem left unsolved.
Huh? What's left?
The theater's existence. Is it only for art and performance?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this? Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond. The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inayah shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here. In the future,
it's more like a
more
lifestyle.
People will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
Inayah said that her father doesn't care about interpersonal relationships. This may be his weak point.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got.
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate, and is set for 2 days from now.
Day 3.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Akademiya, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator.
Oh boy.
I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias.
Bias.
Are you sure about that?
I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Hey, she would know if you guys weren't trapping her in the Sanctuary of Sorastana like a goddamn caged bird.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Akademiya's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Akademiya is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Akademiya wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom.
Listen, wisdom comes in many different forms. It's not only about research and knowledge on books and
Therefore, the
papers.
works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Akademiya in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilou stand her ground?
He said that we were shut down not because the Akademiya looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. However,
art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Don't think that would make for a good rebuttal.
Flop.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Well, technically this works too, right?
In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Akademiya's expectations.
You know, I feel the need to slap on some Ace Attorney soundtrack, even though this isn't like a judge trial, but you know.
Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Akademiya judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Take that! Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the Akademiya's true goal.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works.
Sometimes over-complication doesn't work out too well.
If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs.
Yeah, get that, you geezer.
Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention.
Piss.
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression.
I don't know. Bullshit. Zubair has been following the rules all along.
However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
It's gotta be this one.
Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Akademiya's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid.
Exactly.
Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this.
Once they start stuttering, you know you're doing it right.
So long as this matter is discussed within the Akademiya, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Akademiya. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance. Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Akademiya's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
I figured that's his backup plan.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income.
Hey.
Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building, and without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou.
Don't get riled up. He's intentionally provoking you.
Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue.
We still
to
haven't
us.
dealt the final blow yet.
It's more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inayah wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary.
Yeah, talk about relationships, huh, Sharif?
When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin.
Yeah, you just dug your own grave. I can deal the final blow now.
However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inayah.
Duh. Well, wow, alright, cool, you know. I mean, I always know which one I was gonna pick too, but...
She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home...
Oh.
Then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inayah...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes... the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate.
That is one hell of a card to play.
But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul searching, not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inayah is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Oh. Oh, what?
Wait, what are you... never mind.
Oh, fuck it, damn it.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
Fantastic job. Inayah was also brilliant.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint.
You should go rest
It
up.
looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Inayah. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
All that time she tried to prove herself to her father. She probably lacked really any, other personal connections. She never made friends. In the end, emotion got the better of him. The curtain finally falls on a debate amidst a euphoria of cheers.
To
I actually want to learn how to dance from Nilou.
That's a great wish. But with your shyness, are you really going to be okay going up on stage?
One step at a time.
I'll try my best. Nilou wasn't born an expert either.
Oh, it's you.
Feeling any calmer?
Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time.
You did great though. All of our preparation paid off.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Now that I've heard everyone else's stories, I want to hear yours.
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact.
The opposite?
Yeah, she said, dance is an art, born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile.
So that is what art means to people.
I was completely moved by what she had said. So I started taking dance lessons from her, and later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the Akademiya. Although, I do have a small regret.
Inayah?
Yeah, even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
That's really a shame. That might be for the best.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It never hurts to have hope. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inayah on the stage.
Ah, right. Performance. Hey. We didn't get to watch it though? Still. Oh. Oh.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Inayah.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
Hey, even the air my ladies here.
Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in!
Oh, is he here to watch?
Isn't that Inayah's father?
Let's go greet him.
Oh, it's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inayah?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Shouldn't you be busy?
My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the Akademiya, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Dang, it had that big of an impact?
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inayah would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person.
So you're still concerned about your daughter?
There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on, we're knows if you'll get a chance like this again.
She saw.
But... Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown.
This is the one and only chance.
Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back.
Come on.
Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You're sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inayah. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine.
He made that?
Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Oh, shit.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Fuck. I didn't expect that to tear me up, but... Oh, that was so sweet. The gift he once rejected, he's like making up for it now. Oh, that was so nice.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now.
At least they talked. They were honest.
All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now.
Just catch up for now, you know?
But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Nah. Wait, this is like a small version, right? I deadass thought they just built an entire stand.
Isn't this Zubair Theater?
Mini Zubair Theater. Oh.
Whoa. This is amazing. It's so detailed
Yeah.
and polished.
It's like those small model builds that you get, right? For like the miniature rooms and oh, that's so nice. That's so nice.
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and
I
Mr.
am
Kasani
honored.
took charge of the design, while Inayah and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Reikar and Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
Thank you for being so considerate. According to the custom, I should drop the formalities and just accept it, right?
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
Oh, this was so heartwarming. Miniature Zubair Theater. This handmade item was created by the members of the Zubair Theater, and it is as true to life as possible. The original plan was also to include the fountain under the stage, the surrounding grass stands, and the shop of the Grand Bazaar, but there were many difficulties in the production process, such as water shortage and circulation, moisture resistant of wood materials, overall weight of control, and so on. After careful consideration, the makers decided to abandon the redundant design and focus all their energy on reproducing the stage. She once said that when there is joy or something to celebrate, people dance, and that is why the stage is a blessing. May you put it to good use. They were about to build the entire Grand Bazaar for me. Oh my god. Their dialogue also changed. Nilou's teaching her to dance as we speak. However, I must say that it hasn't been easy. Dance is something that is best learned from young, I fear. Still, Inayah works so hard. Beyond the tasks that Nilou sets her, she trains independently as well. I dare say that with her current progress, she may be good enough to take the stage in but a few years. I daren't imagine, however, but how many times longer that period would have been without the tutelage of someone as gifted and patient as Nilou. And this quest was such a treat. Surprisingly, it made me tear up a little too. That cutscene, even though there was barely any large action, usual action scenes, not even an action scene, it conveyed so much feeling and emotion. Just a very wholesome and just touching quest, this really. Nothing that's focused about the main storyline. It's its own independent thing. And I really like that sometimes, Not everything needs to be connected, and we just follow the story of, just independent people sometimes. And it's also it's really nice. It's very good. I'm about to go put that thing up in my teapot right now. I really like Nilou so much as a person now. That made me want to pull for her almost. Hey, that's nice. Look at this thing. All of their handiwork. Thank you guys for watching this reaction to Nilou's story quests. It was, I'd say, happened in a very small scale area, but hey, for what it works. It works. It's good. The whole story with Inayah, her conflicts that is being resolved, and she found a new passion, I'd say she was inspired by Nilou and her confidence. And we also learned a bit about Nilou's previous tutor, although I would have liked the name drop, to be honest. Hope you guys enjoyed this quest just as much as I did. Let me know what you thought about the story quests, how much you would rate it, in terms of how you like it. And I'll see you next week. Till then, this has been GoDog Chainsaw, and I'll see you in the next episode of Genshin Impact Reactions. See ya!